Hello, how's everybody doing today? So, I think we all know what this video is going to cover, or this reaction, should I say. I was out in traffic yesterday and I got a notification from one of you all telling me about the preview for this video today. So, the way I read it, I thought it was already out, but then when I went to watch, I saw what it was. So, it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to cover a full episode today instead of a sneak peek. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this play so we can get into the reaction.
What's going on, y'all? It's IAG Farms. It's all about God, and we have a super exciting video for y'all today. This is something that we've been waiting on for probably, how long have we been living here?
Man,
Probably about three years, going on 4 years. So we literally have been waiting on this thing for 3 going on 4 years, and we wanted to find the perfect one. I'm gonna mess around and say too much, and they're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But we've been trying. Y'all know how we are. We're like super patient, super like content in the place where we are. But we're always like planning for the future. We're always trying to figure out the best way to make things most efficient.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we have we live in a, what is that, 1,200 square foot mobile home, and
somewhere around there. Yeah.
Somewhere around 1,200 square foot, and so we kind of live this.
Megan said somewhere around there, so that means no, it's not 1,200 square foot. I don't know how large it is, but the way she answered it let me know that he was stretching it some.
Minimalistic lifestyle, and so we know that we only have so much space that we can use. So when we decide to put something in our house, it has to go in perfect. It has to fit perfect. And so we've been waiting, and we finally have decided on what this thing is, and we finally ordered it, and it just got delivered to the front, we think, because we just saw a truck drop 2 big boxes at the front.
Well, they both just skinning and grinning. Megan is happy, and she should be. She should be. It is a good thing, so she should be very happy about it. He's just as happy about the decision. I just don't know what took so long.
So we're going to load up in the side by side. All the boys are excited. Megan, I know you're excited, right?
I'm super excited. The boys are excited, mostly because I released them from homeschool.
Oh, yeah. They don't care nothing about these boxes.
And they're outside, and they get to ride. I told them they can ride their bikes down and everything. So they're excited for a recess.
That's right. And we're excited for what's in these boxes.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit scared because I actually picked it out. And I picked it out.
Of course he did. Of course he did. You know, he used to let Megan pick out some things when they were first moving in there. He was feeling so good about the newness of them getting out of that little camper and getting into something that, first of all, was way larger, so they could all spread out again. But then he had started his renovations, so it was cleaner environment. So he was feeling so good, you know, when they would go shopping for stuff, he did let her pick out furniture. But since they've settled into being in there, we can see where he has just taken over everything, and we don't see Megan's decision making in anything anymore. So for him to say now that he's the one that picked this out, we know, first of all, if Megan does not ever get a chance to watch reaction channels, then she doesn't know people have been talking about that card table that the babies have been sitting at. She didn't hear the comment that one of you all asked, was that just last week, about if they had gotten a smaller table. And so you're the one doing the research because you're the one trying to clean up some of these things that you've let go too far for far too long. So of course you would be the one to pick it out. But I'm go ahead.
A good job.
And I sent Megan the link, and she approved. And so I said, I think this is the one. I think this is the one we've been waiting for. So y'all buckle up. We're going to hop in the side by side. We're going to head down here and see if this is the package that we think it is. And then we're going to get it unboxed and get it all put together and see what y'all think about it. We don't, you know, I was just going to be mean and say, we don't really care what y'all think about it. But I'm just joking. We want to hear what y'all think about it. I have to remember, you know, not to joke.
You care. That's the only reason that you're getting this now. You never would have found the season to get one. He said they've been being patient, and that's not true. He would have gone without one. In his mind, everything was fine the way it was. There's a table over there, make it work. He had to be forced. He had to be talked about for this day to come. So he does care what people think. He cares a lot, and there's nothing wrong with caring. If you're lost and somebody else knows their way, it's okay to take direction from somebody else. We all do that. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. It's taking advice from somebody who knows better than you. Somebody who's been there and done that. Somebody on the outside looking in who can see where you could stand some improvement. So you do care.
Around too much because some folks, you know, might be a little bit sensitive, you know. But I'm just joking, y'all.
And you might have a history of being a little bit grumpy.
Oh yeah, I'm a whole lot grumpy.
Megan said, "Look, while he feeling good, let me sneak this in here because it's the truth, and you can never get mad about the truth. We all see it, so you can't hide it." She said it out loud, but it's been described on you for years now: grumpy, mean, overbearing.
But we want to see what y'all think about it, and we're excited to see it for ourselves, and I'm excited because I'm the one that picked it out. Excited to see how it looks, and nervous because I want it to look good, I want it to work well, and I want Megan to be pleased with it, I want the boys to be pleased with it, and I want it to just bring a new level to our household and to our home, because we waited a long time for this thing. I'm not going to say what it is, but we waited a long time for this thing, and I'm hoping that this is the perfect one. You ready, Benjamin?
Ready.
Ready to see what it is? Tim, you ready to see what it is? You already know what it is, but are you ready to see it?
Yes.
All right. Let's hop inside.
What, he asked Junior something? And no, Tidy. Looked like Tidy right there behind him over his shoulder. He didn't wait for him to come and get his opinion.
I'm decided to head down here. I think I'm going to let Megan drive. You going to let me drive? You want me to drive?
You know how it is.
You can drive.
Me driving you around.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Megan has driven me anywhere for like the last 3-4 years, pretty much. Let's hop in and get out and see what it is. Or let's hop in, get in, and see if it's what we think it is, and then get it open so we can see like if it's what we thought it was going to be.
And that music. So yeah, I couldn't wait. Ooh, they could just sweep that out. I wouldn't be able to sit in that. I'm nice nasty. I can't just sit in filth, and I don't care if it's just leaves. I need to know what's under those leaves. So a broom is gonna have to hit the floor of that side by side before I can put my foot down in it. That's just me. I don't know how they sitting there in it like that. Oof. But anyway, made me lose my train of thought. Showing that floorboard. Jeez. You know, I guess when you're dealing with people who don't clean stuff well, you shouldn't be surprised at what is dirty, but okay. I'm glad to see the dog is out. Hopefully he has eaten at this point, whatever they feed him. And they can't get down there fast enough. But yeah, this is a great day. Like, long time coming. He's hinting, but I never, ever go through Tim's comments. But because you all messaged me yesterday about this video, and the hint part to it was just so brief, I'm like, well, let me just, read the comments to see if they're thinking the same thing. And they were thinking the same thing. So, everybody has been waiting on this day. A lot of people have been waiting on this day. There were mixed opinions about it. You know, some people were really happy. Some people were kind of guessing. And then some people were the same as what I've been saying, is long overdue. But yeah, they were on board with it too. But yeah, I never read their comment section because I already know, you know, having been a past subscriber, I know how the comment section goes over there. I never read their comments. But I fast forwarded to the end of that video yesterday, so I'm like, well, that really didn't tell me anything. So let me see what the comments say. Oh, I forgot I had it on mute.
Oh, it's tough. You gotta take your time.
Oh, his chain popped off. And music is in the background, but he's not talking about anything, just helping him fix that chain. We actually can go past this, but doesn't this look like a normal family right now? The boys can get out, ride their bicycles. Now, the only thing that's weird is that because they said that they were in school, in class, he could have left them in class and did all of this, like going down there, getting the boxes, because he could drive the side by side by himself. He could hold the camera while he's driving himself down there. He could get that stuff and take it back up to the house and then have them come out. I love that the boys have the bicycles to ride, but there's a time and a place, and if they're in class, they're in class. Don't interrupt it. But he finds any reason to go in there and pull them out, and he disrupts their day so regularly. I can only imagine what he does when he's not recording. He just finds reasons to go in there and stop any progress that Megan is trying to make. He still has not put emphasis on them and their education, and that's sad.
Hello there.
There you go.
So let's get down.
He still has not learned to put emphasis on their education. Everything that's happening right now could have happened without Megan and the boys being present. And they could have come out of the classroom when he has it in the house. Everything that's happening outside of them riding those bikes could have happened inside of the house. The talking and the, you know, smiling from ear to ear. They didn't have to get on their bicycles yet because they're in school. So now that they're doing, you know what? He said that they were in school, but now that I think about it, how? Because Megan was gone to the grocery store. I'm confused now. I'm confused now. How were they in class and she was gone to the grocery store?
All right, made it back down to the house.
Here you go, special delivery.
That's right. All right, y'all, I'm super excited about this. Getting this back in the house and getting it unboxed to see if it's like as perfect as we think it's gonna be. And I think it's gonna work out good. I got a good feeling about it. And we waited so long for this moment. And I don't want to mess it up. I want everything to go perfect. And I think this is gonna be exactly what we need. But I'm gonna save it. I'm not gonna tell y'all exactly what it is, but who knows? I probably already showed y'all what it is at the beginning of the video or the thumbnail or something like that. So y'all probably already know, but just play around and act like y'all don't know. So let's go ahead and get it in the house and get it done.
And how often does he do that? You already know, and he still plays that game with you. It makes people not take your content serious. It either is a surprise or it isn't a surprise. You know, somebody made a great point in the comments saying that Tim's development stopped when he went to prison at his age. And then the video that I covered yesterday, hers stopped when she got pregnant at 18. I was like, you know, You on to something with that. I can't remember who said it to give you your credit, but you're absolutely correct. So we're still dealing with that 16-year-old that went to prison. I mean, I always say arrested development, but when you put it like that, it just really puts it in its bare bones terms. Like, yes, 16, he's still 16, and you can tell when he does stuff like this. Like, just pretend, just act like, just, a world of make-believe. He lives in a world of make-believe. I'm going to go on.
Box.
So, surprised that he didn't make Megan carry that up there while he filmed her do it. I'm very surprised. He loves to see Megan doing all of the grunt work. Don't know what he's saying, but that music be killing me, so.
In the kitchen. Floor.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying, but look at that little bitty table. And it's sad that anybody had to
just had it right there beside that. Don't mean anything.
Yeah. Still in the world of make-believe.
I think y'all are guessing right, and y'all gonna be completely off.
Okay, I'm gonna go past this some because he has music right here, and he's not talking about anything. He's still hyping up his make-believe session. And he carried the big box in there by himself. I'm still surprised. Tim never does these types of things.
I'm just gonna set that right there. Ain't got nothing to do with the kitchen.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's telling you how little that table was.
You see the picture? Oh, good. I'm gonna take a little minute because I still got a video to finish off editing in here, and I'm gonna take a minute to get that done, and then we'll pick y'all up, open up these boxes that y'all have no idea what they are, because y'all are based off the guess. We're throwing y'all off. Y'all think we're giving.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. I wasn't paying attention earlier. I let this play just a little earlier. I wasn't paying attention, so I just heard them talking. Okay, so they went down and got the furniture. So he said it's not going to happen right now. So maybe they were in class and he interrupted class. Now that he's doing what he's doing, Megan is going to leave and go to the grocery store. Okay, that's what it is.
And y'all like obvious hints, but y'all aren't going to be as close as y'all think. So y'all stick around so y'all can see us open these boxes and see what it is. And we can also see what it is back here. And we may be replacing something in our house. And that thing may be in the kitchen. And it may involve something that rhymes with Cain and Abel. Like Megan said, something that you do like that right there. Something that you sit down and do like this right here. And you said sit down too right now. Your hand. Yep, that's right. So y'all stick around. It's fun times around our IAG farms. Y'all know we can't do anything without having a little bit of fun. So I'm looking forward to this. And I'm going to go back here and finish off editing this video. And we'll pick y'all up in a minute.
Birds still hanging on for dear life. Surprised they haven't slaughtered the turkeys yet. Isn't it turkey season?
Is actually gone to the grocery store. The boys are outside. They just came in, so they'll probably help me. But I'm going to go ahead and get what's in this box put together. And if you haven't figured it out yet, it's a table, a dining room table. So for those of y'all in the back who haven't figured it out,
won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Okay, let's keep watching.
Because I probably got it on the thumbnail, and then I know y'all, all of our amazing, discreet clues, y'all didn't get it. But I'm going to let the cat out the bag. It's a dining room table, and we also got chairs as well. We thought about getting 2 of them, but we think that only one will fit. And it's like a foldable, it folds away. So you can put it up, and then it folds away. But it's an actual like table with a marble top, and it matches our counter.
If you got a dinette set, why would you get 2 of them? Is he not sure of the size of it or what? Why would you get 2?
Tops and our cabinets as well. So we're hoping that this works. And I sent Megan the link, so she's gone to the grocery store. So the boys and I are gonna try to get it put up before she gets back, so she can walk in and we can have the dining room table all laid out and put up, and she can see it, and we can see if she likes it or not, because she hasn't actually seen it in person yet. And I just sent her a link, and I'm hoping that she likes it. So let me go ahead and get this old table moved out of the way, and I get Benjamin's high chair moved as well, and then we'll see if we can get this thing put together.
So somebody else had mentioned about them and their hair. Whichever video that I bought it up in, that, you know, maybe ringworm or something, and they were saying that Tim needed to clean his clippers, and that is such a good point. That's like the easiest way to spread things. When we renew our licenses, we always have to retest over the state laws to renew our license, and it's just sanitation is the biggest part of it. Sanitation and I don't know if I can say the word on here, but making individuals do things against their will, taking them across state lines and all that type of stuff. We have to do courses on all of that before we can renew our license. And he very easily could have spread something from one head to the other head, and that's so easy to do. I used to know a barber who was known for giving people head diseases. Oh, they like, it's like, ooh, he give a good cut, but you can't go to him because he don't ever clean his clippers. And you know, he had started contaminating everything and everybody.
Tighten these screws down with the drill, which I tightened that one down with a drill just to see how it, you know, how it connected. But we're gonna go ahead and get a Phillips head screwdriver and try to start working this down. And I have no idea of what I'm doing, so we're gonna figure this thing out together and figure it out with y'all as well. And hopefully by the end of it, we have a dining room table that's put together and it looks nice and it's not jacked up. So let's see if we can get this thing done.
When I had a home, I would always be out buying stuff that you had to put together, and you do have to have a mind for it. It's like the more that you do it, the easier it becomes. So I had a salon that I used to have in another state, and I had rented out a room to a lady who wanted to do yoni steams, and she bought this piece of furniture that she couldn't put together. So I was like, okay, at the end of the day, after I finish with my clients, I'll put it together and it'll be ready for you tomorrow. And it was. And I did it basically almost at that point with no instructions, but it was because I had done it so much. I remember needing the instructions for the longest time. And then it's just like, after you know, like you'll go for pointers, but that, to me anyway, putting that type of furniture together is not the same as building something. Everything is very specific, and if you get one piece wrong, it will mess it up, and then you're going to have to backtrack to take it all loose and start over again. I mean, he's into it too, though. He's excited.
Looks like we just need to put a board here and put some boards on here and then put it on the countertop so we can eat.
That's
I think
right.
we got it upside down.
Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid because I think it might be upside down, but I think it might be right at the same time. But this diagram here is different from what we're looking at right here. Now, I don't know if the diagram's wrong or what we did is wrong.
So in this particular video, he's acknowledging Junior a little more. I don't know if that's on purpose or if he's just so excited that it is what it is today, but he is acknowledging him more in this video. I hope that it's a thing that continues. Junior is still interjecting himself, like, hey, I'm over here, but it's landing in this video. So I hope that's something that we continue to see, but only time will tell. He could just be excited in the moment and don't have time to be mean today.
Because on the diagram, it shows this piece right here flush up at the top and that piece flush at the bottom. But there's no way. Same thing on this side. It shows that this piece here should be flush at the top and also flush at the bottom. But as you can see, there's a little bit of space. And so I'm not sure why it's like that. Because you can see on that diagram, that piece on the end. Let's see here if I can. Yeah, you can see it right there. That piece on that end is flush at the top and at the bottom. So I'm not sure why that's like that. But maybe it's just a design flaw that they did. But I think now because pretty much this table is going to be where like it has two sides that flip up on each side, and then you can flip them back down and then stow it away, or you can use it kind of as an island in the middle. You can flip one side down, leave one side up, and all those type of things. It has a few different configurations of which you can use it. And I think now we're at the point where we're going to install the cabinet doors. So I think it has like cabinet doors on each side, and then you can open like a door and then tuck stuff in there. And so we're going to see. We might have something backwards, something upside down, but we'll see. But I know that these holes here all go at the top because I think that's how you install the countertop. And as you can see, we have the countertop over here. Kind of has a marble look, but it's not real marble. It's just kind of like a coating design. But in my mind, that was going to match with our countertops over here, because these are real quartz countertops here. And you see they have a little gray design in there to match all the rest of our gray around the kitchen. You can't really see that gray on camera, but in person you can see those little speckles of gray in the countertop real good. But hopefully that blends in with it, just in case we decide to leave the table out. But most of the time we're going to be breaking this table down and putting it over to the side, because as you can see, our kitchen is not huge. It's not the smallest kitchen in the world. It's pretty big, actually. It's just that we have to walk through our kitchen to get to other rooms, and we don't like to have to walk around stuff. We like to be able to just make a straight line going through, because this kitchen is pretty big. I take that back. It's not small at all. This is the biggest kitchen we've ever had, but we don't want this table sitting right.
He's got those big deep freezers in there, taking up the biggest part of where the dinette set should be. And they could be anywhere but where they're sitting. They could be outside somewhere. He could have built something covered for those deep freezers to sit under. Priorities. He could take those deep freezers and line them up behind the sofa and give the dinette set room over there. There's a lot of ways that they could make that work, but he's giving excuses because that meat has to that meat has to have a home. That meat is not going to go out. So, okay, I'm done. I think I need new bags.
In the middle, taking up all the space and making it feel smushed in. But we'll see once we get it up. And we might leave it up sometimes, or we might take it down sometimes. Maybe we'll leave it up. Really, we'll probably just put it up at dinner time and then take it back down. So, yeah. Let's see if we can get these doors on, and then see if we can get the rest of it finished before Mama gets back.
Him and his music. Well, I guess I'll mute it. I'm trying to stop going past so much of the videos because some of y'all have asked to be able to see what's going on, so I have to be mindful of that. It stopped fast forwarding through so much of it. But while this commercial is going, I had found variations of what he just purchased. I couldn't find like an exact one to theirs. This was the closest one that I found. And it says Bed Bath & Beyond, which I don't even think they exist anymore. But, and it has little benches that came with it. if y'all can see that. This is the one that I found. And like I said, it has those little benches. Theirs could have come with that. Theirs could have come with that, and it's just something that he didn't put together because we haven't seen the finished product yet. But I did fast forward towards the end, and he didn't put anything together like that. But this particular set, it does come with those little benches. That was the closest I could find, and this one was around $120. I don't know if it's exactly like, I don't know if it's exactly like theirs, but it's pretty close to it. Yes, the music's still going. So it's pretty close to the base of what he's doing, but it could be, just a similar piece of furniture because, like he said, he's adding doors and stuff to this one, and I didn't see any in the ones I looked up that had doors, but at the same time, like, I'm thinking for this piece of furniture to be able to work, that those doors may also be support for the leaf that they let out. I don't know.
Where are we going? Table part. And I told him, I said, I have no idea, but we're getting that part together, and then some type of way the countertop is gonna connect to this part right here. And Benjamin has waken up, as y'all can see, and he's a little bit grumpy because he's looking for Mama, and he doesn't understand that Mama's at the grocery store getting groceries still. But I gave him some juice, and I got cartoons on for him back there, so hopefully that calmed him down. He seemed like he calmed down a little bit once I picked the camera up. So he don't like to cry and act crazy on camera. He don't want us to play it, and he don't want to see it on TV. He don't want to look crazy in front of the world.
Why would he say that? Last video, well, maybe the one before last, not too long ago, Benjamin screamed in the whole video. The whole first half of the video was just him screaming in the background. How often do they call him crazy because of how he's acting? Benjamin don't care nothing about that camera. He cares nothing at all about that camera. Benjamin do what he wants to when he get ready. He has no thought in behind it, like, let me not do this right now. We can tell he does what he wants to when he get ready. I don't know why Tim would say that stuff. Just still in that world of make-believe.
But we got that part put together. The boys are now gaining confidence. And so now we see that you have cabinet doors on this side, or a cabinet door on that side. And you have a cabinet door on this side as well. And the boys said, where are the handles at? I told them, I said, we probably got to install our own drawer pulls, but that'll be good, though, because we can put the same kind on that we have on all of our cabinets around the kitchen. And so this should blend in pretty nicely with all the rest of the cabinets. And so I think now it's going to be about time to put on the countertop, and then we'll see how these, it folds down and all that type of stuff. It looks like we could probably fit 2 in here, but based off the measurements, it said that we could only fit 1. I think it was 52 inches long once it's fully spread apart. And so we'll see, because we were thinking about getting 2 and then putting 2 side by side so we're having enough space. Because
he's going off of the base of it, and it hasn't even extended out yet. That's just the foundation right there. But okay.
This table fits 4, and it's 5 of us that need to sit down and eat. But for the time being, we just want to replace the boys' little table that they had. And so we'll see if we can all sit here, and if not, the boys will have an upgrade.
We just want to replace the boys' little table. Tell me he has not been listening. Tell me that this was not because he said that it was time for them to get one, but because we said it's time for them to get one. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
Right in their table. But we're thinking about getting 2 of them and putting them side by side, and then it'll be a seating capacity of 8, and all of us can sit at the same table. But we'll see. This is just a test. This is a try for us to try to.
And then why would you get a table that may limit you? Like the solution is not to get 2 of them. It's to get one large enough to fit everyone, because then now you're going to have to stow away 2 tables, and you're already saying you don't have space for one.
figure out if we can upgrade and if we can fit this inside of our house, something that folds down. They didn't have anything that folded down that seated 6. They only had things that folded down that seated 4. And so we'll see, and we'll see what size this is, and if it's big. If the kitchen is big enough, we'll order another one and then put those together. Maybe we could have, because it's supposed to flip up on 2 sides, so maybe we could have one of them flipped out on both sides. I didn't think about that. And the other one we could flip it out on one side and then add a little bit of extra onto the end of it. We'll see what it all looks like once it's finished. So let's go ahead and pull the instructions back out. We got another man on the crew, so we can't fail. Benjamin, you gonna help us put this together, bud? Benjamin over here working this juice. Benjamin, I ain't thinking about nothing but this cranberry juice.
Yeah. Yeah, even though you drinking it the wrong way.
Yeah, he likes to drink a sippy cup upside.
They all got high fades. He had to blend in their edges where their hair has come out. They all got high fades and a really low cut.
Side down. If I try to turn it, watch this. Every time we do that, he turns it back the other way and starts like whining about it. But all of a sudden, we got the camera on him, and he'll drink it the right way. Like, there you go. He's gonna turn it now. For some strange reason, he likes to drink his sippy cup. Turn it that way.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's...
Most of it out.
Oh yeah, for real. All right, y'all. Let's get back to work. 2.
You know, I have my opinions about this table, and I'm going to keep them to myself. I'm sure we all have an opinion about it. I'm going to keep it to myself. What I feel in this moment is really not that important. It's the importance is that it's happening. So I'm going to take me out of this moment and rejoice in the fact that it is happening at all, because the kids alone deserve it. If it's just for them, they deserve it. They have to sit at a table to eat. Hopefully they're getting 3 meals a day, but I'm not sure. But if they are getting 3 meals a day, they have to always pull out that little card table. And every boy has gotten too big for that table at this point, except for Benjamin. And it's been like that for a while, but that table should have been as temporary as that futon sofa that they had in the living room. They should have left in the same season and never came back. But he overextended those boys sitting at the table. And I know he got tired of being talked about. And he's doing his checklist a little at a time. What irks me the most? What am I tired of being talked about the most? And those are the things that he has been addressing. And yet again, you know, he will not give credit where credit is due. So he'll never say that he took advice from somewhere. He'll just say that he thought or he decided. And if Megan is not watching the channels, then she'll believe that, okay, yeah, this is Tim's idea. Tim came up with this. Tim decided it was time. Tim picked it out. Meanwhile, Tim is doing homework in comment sections and watching videos and listening and deciding, okay, I guess I'll tackle that next. They done said it again. I guess I'll tackle that next. Okay, I guess I'll do this next. So, you know, instead of it just being about meat, now he's talking about health and I'm looking at the table and trying to talk to. He's not just talking about meat anymore. He's trying to talk about healthy decisions and eating. But now the dinette set. And I know it's something I'm forgetting that I know he tackled, but we see you, Tim. We know that you're listening. As long as you're listening, you're taking notes, and you're trying to improve for your family, that is the mission at hand. I know it will not happen overnight, and I got time. I have time.
We ran into some issues at the end, so we're trying to get it figured out. But you can come on over and look at it. Look what we got so far.
Don't tell Mama.
What do I like about this day? Megan was in the classroom with the boys doing school. He didn't go in the classroom, but they told us that that's what they were doing. They came out together as a family, went down there and got the boxes. Megan drove. Tim did all of the hard manual labor. They came back up to the property. Tim did all the hard manual labor. Megan leaves by herself and goes to the grocery store by herself. That's me time. While Megan is gone, even though it's to run an errand for the house, who cares? She got some alone time. He's still working. He's not sitting down, editing, resting his feet, watching the kids as they watch themselves. He's still working as she's working. She's coming into a house where he has finished a product that he had to work on while she was gone still working. He has, other than breakfast hours, because I'm not sure how that went, up to this point, he has put out equal energy. That's what I like about this video so far. He has put out equal energy. This is not a day where we're watching Megan being pulled to the extreme, having to be everything in the house and outside of the house. They have kind of put out equal energy. I'm sure she's done a little more than him. It's probably be that way, but we can see where he had to work today. And in order to finish this product and her not be home, then we know he had to be the one to do it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the
Countertop,
yes.
tabletop. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it does match our quartz countertop and everything else.
That's right.
It looks amazing.
Yeah. I just flipped it over because it's a little thing you put in to like brace up the pieces as they stand up.
Okay.
And I wanted to stand it up to make sure I was installing them right. Because we might have had to make a few customizations, but everything is okay. You know?
I thought you said you didn't want me to tell him.
Ain't it happen? So you like it so far, huh?
I do.
Like I said, I thought you said you didn't want me to tell her. So tell her or tell them. I can't tell which one he said, but so Tim was gonna make it seem like it went off without a hitch, but he told on himself. I'm sure he probably hates he did it now, but he told on himself. He couldn't act like he just did it, straight through. And that's what I was saying, that type of putting stuff together, you better read the instructions if you're not used to doing it. If you're used to doing it, you can just go. But you have to get yourself to that point, otherwise you're going to be taking something to loose and having to do it all over again. Why do I know? Because I've been there. I've been that person before. And this is even when I was married. I used to love to put that type of stuff together. My ex-husband didn't mind doing it. He knew how to fix things, repair things in the house, vehicles. Like, he was handy with his hands, but I loved doing that type of stuff. Not nothing major and heavy that I couldn't handle by myself, but little things like that. Oh yeah, give it here. I loved it. So I know firsthand that you might have to take it apart and start over because of one little piece. So I know it happened to him.
I love it. It looks great. I love the size because I can tell when this flips out and that flips out, it's going to be a large area.
Yeah.
But it condenses to such a small, like, just tuck it over here.
Exactly.
I mean, that's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, we were thinking about getting 2 of them, and we were thinking that it was going to be too big, but I think we might be able to fit 2. Because when we had it laid out, because you had to flip it on the ground and, put the hinges on, and when it was laid out, it didn't seem like it was going to be too big, so I think we'll be able to fit 2. But we'll see how this one works, and then we'll test it out, make sure it's not going to just fall apart, and then we'll order another one.
Now it is dark outside. Megan is just getting back from the grocery store, so I know they starving as usual. I know Tim didn't feed them while she was gone, because he's been hell bent on getting that project finished. It's probably maybe between 6 and 7 o'clock there. That because it gets dark so early now. I honestly believe time went back 2 hours and not just one. But anyway, yeah, it's probably around 6 or 7. I can't see the kitchen stove too well, so I don't know. But I know they're hungry.
If we can fit another one in here.
That looks great.
Yeah. But that's the size that it tucks down to right there.
That's perfect.
And then it folds up. And I got to get those brackets set up. So let me go ahead and get these brackets under the bottom set up and get everything finished off. And then we get this thing tested out. And then we also have chairs. And so we'll pull the chairs out and get those tested out and everything as well. What you think, Benjamin? You excited?
He likes to say that Benjamin is grumpy, but anybody when they're first waking up don't want to be bothered, and that's what he needed to do, is just collect himself. Don't let me wake up and that camera's the first thing that I see. Don't let me wake up and you want to be all in my face, wanting me to laugh and be doing stuff on cue. Can I collect myself? Can I fully wake up? That's with anybody. We have to wake up all the way. Benjamin, he grumpy. No, he's not, sir. I mean, well, he may be a little grumpy. But, Benjamin is the youngest out there, so he's the least likely to be able to put on a show for anybody. So you're always going to get what he's really feeling. And he don't be wanting that camera in his face. Like, move around. Go somewhere else with that. Yeah, I knew it was going to be music. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought that was to hold the tabletop. This is a very interesting selection. I understand why he wanted something that folds down, and I'm not saying that that's a bad idea. I don't like the quality of it, but I will take small progress over no progress. I will do that. And I do see effort. So when you're dealing with somebody who already does not think like the average person, the decisions they make are not going to be like those that the average person would make. So Tim losing his hair in the top was real thin, which somebody did mention that before also. So yeah, his hair is thinning up there. But yeah, it's an interesting selection, to say the least. But when the boys sit at that table, it will be regular height for all of them, and I like that. To me, it still looks like room enough for a family to sit and eat at. You can place those chairs just right to where everybody can sit there and have a family meal. I believe that's what I see. Yeah, that's a big table. That's definitely enough space for everybody.
At the table.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can sit
at the edge, because this thing's so big.
Right, yep. And then somebody can sit here, and really somebody can sit over there for 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you think, Tyus? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Jasmine?
No? What you think?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I am hungry though.
Oh, yeah, me too. What about you, Tim? What you think, bud?
It looks good. It's kind of top, but it's wood.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll go back so we can hear Junior. I hit the wrong button. I knew they were hungry, Noah don't play about his food, and that's what I'm learning. The more that you focus on them kids and not being able to eat at regularly scheduled times, and getting enough to eat when they finally get a chance to eat, Noah's gonna be the one to speak up about that. He does not play about his stomach. They play about it, but he don't. And he was serious when he said it. His face was serious. We can do make believe. You can ask me about this table, but I'm gonna get it in. So I want to go back to what he had to say as well, so that we can all enjoy his facial expression together.
Somebody can sit
At the
here.
edge, because this thing's so big. Yeah.
Right, and then somebody can sit here, and really somebody can sit over there for 6 people.
Look.
Yeah.
What you think, Types? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Just me.
No? What you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry though.
Oh, yeah, me too. What about you, Tim? What you think, bud?
It looks good. But it looks like an actual countertop, but it's wood.
Yeah, it has that countertop like marble finish, but I think it's actually like a wood material. It's just wrapped.
Yeah.
Particle board. We all know what that looks like. We know what that's made of, and that's why it was so heavy. All that compressed wood sitting dents in that box. We know what that's made of.
But it blends in good with our countertops over here, and the cabinets also blend in good. And we actually, maybe they meant for
people that are not hard on things. They can make that last. They're gonna run through this piece of furniture in no time at all, because particle board does not stand up. It's not moisture friendly. So don't let anything get spilled on that too many times and it find its way into one of those cracks that haven't been sealed well. It's going to start swelling up. Then with the way that it's assembled, if you're letting it up and down too often, it's going to wear out real fast. Like, he did not go and buy a substantial piece of furniture. This is very temporary. So I'm hoping that by the time it starts wearing down, his mind will have gotten acclimated to having an actual dinette set, and the next time he purchases something that it's better quality, because you can find better quality that will fold down if that's something you have to have. But this is not going to last them very long just because of who they are. I know people, if I owned it, I could make it last. I wouldn't want that piece of furniture though. I want to start out by saying that I wouldn't want it, but if I had it, I could make it last. I'm not hard on things, but they're very hard on things. So we'll see how long this lasts them.
or not to have any drawer pulls down there, because it doesn't have any drawer pulls on the cabinets. Because there's actual cabinets and cabinet space under there.
Yeah, you can just grab forks or something.
Yeah.
You can just grab forks, or you can just grab plates.
All right, y'all. Everything's look good so far. As y'all can see, that looks good back there. And it turned out to be a pretty simple install. I gotta flip it over one time and put these little rubber grommets at the bottom so that they won't scratch the floor up and everything, and so it kind of stays steady. And then I think that's the last thing. And then we'll go ahead and pull the chairs out, and then we can see how many people we can actually get at this table. The overhangs are so big, I actually think you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can get a person right at the edge. Easily.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we wanted to fit another one, we could, but this would easily seat 6, don't you think?
For real, most definitely. You can have 2 adults at the end, and then the kids, like, wrapped around in the other parts. So that worked out.
You think, Tim? Megan is very excited about that. So I'm excited that she's excited, because she deserves that. It's well past time that they sit at a table as a family. And one of their subscribers had mentioned it yesterday, like, oh good, now y'all can sit down as a family and pray. So they recognize that they don't say grace with their meals either. Now you can do that. She's saying now you have a starting point where y'all can sit down and do that. I read that comment yesterday. Now y'all can sit down as a family and eat together and pray. And I don't want to say start, but I almost want to say I read start praying, but I may have just, added that in my mind, so I'm just going to say and pray. But Yes, 6 people could fit at that table easily. If you made those boys sit at that little card table for as long as they did, then of course, look at the size of that table. Y'all could make that work for a family of 6.
Good. I'm glad we just started out with one because I don't think we actually needed 2 of them. And so let me go ahead and get these grommets.
Now the edges look dangerous for Benjamin, and I don't know if he just hit his head, but they do need to be cautious of that with him because it's right at head level, eye level for him, and that it looks dangerous. But other than that, kudos, Tim. You have to start somewhere, and this is definitely a good start for y'all.
At the bottom, and I think that's it. I'm gonna look at the instruction to make sure because I got a bunch of leftover parts down here. And so you know how it is. You got a little bit of extra parts, a few extra screws here and there. That's how it's supposed to be. Ain't that right, Mom? Customize. All right, y'all. So
now for the rest of this scene, the way that I see it playing out, I know it's not gonna happen. Megan should start cooking something while Tim finishes this project up, so that they can sit down and eat at the table as a family and get their first meal in. Because Noah just announced what we already know to be evident. They're hungry. And the longer this filming goes on, it's going to turn into starving. And she is not efficient in the kitchen. At this point, she should probably do something simple. Shoot, give them sandwiches or something, but feed people. But she should be in there preparing something while he's finishing this up and not stand around watching or holding the camera or something that's not necessary of her.
let me get these grommets on, and then we'll see if we can go ahead and get the chairs and see how the seating arrangement is gonna go.
Okay, so I know it just happened. I'm gonna go back and I think it's the second time though. I think that was the second time, but Benjamin just hit his head, so.
These grommets on, and then we'll see if we can go ahead and get the chairs and see how the seating arrangement is gonna go.
Now the baby hit his head loud enough to where the camera picked it up, and they laughed. Which, I mean, I don't expect any different from them because that's who we know them to be. But they're laughing, and it's not funny. That's a hazard. But I believe he hit his head before, when I first mentioned it. And before that, there's a scene right before that where he's standing on the opposite side of the table, and I'm looking at that scene that it's a hazard. And I started to say something then, but you know, I get to elaborating on other stuff. I didn't say anything, but that's a hazard for him. And those are things that a new mom may overlook. But after 3 older boys, you know to childproof things or to watch out for that, and to make him aware, like, Benjamin, watch out for the you know, something, anything. She didn't even, nothing, no reflex or nothing. Her arms are still folded. Your baby just hit his head. Just because your husband is laughing does not mean that you don't go over there and check on him. His brothers won't laugh again if you make it a real issue. Oh my God, Benjamin, are you okay? Come let mama look. Nothing like that happens out there. And she does that to all of them. Like, the mothering part of her never comes out. I don't know where it is. I don't understand. We never see that. That's why I was just so surprised in the video where she acted like she was wiping stuff off of Benjamin's face. Like, really? You do care about that type of stuff? Why don't we ever see it? I mean, no reflex. She just chilling in the cut, laughing with everybody else. It's just, ooh, these people. Let me go on before I start getting irritated.
Watch out, buddy.
The way that he hit his head, he'll have a little knot there. He's going to end up with a knot on his head. It may not be a big one, but we will see a bruise because you can hear that real good and he turned and was walking full force. So he didn't see it coming. He couldn't brace himself. His head is what stopped him. It's sad. So what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like I said, this is not a piece of furniture that I would want to own, but it's not about me. It has literally nothing to do with me. I am glad to see that he finally got a piece of furniture. I would have been guaranteed in my thoughts to know that whatever he got, I wouldn't agree with. So that part does not matter at all. The fact that he did it, and that even if it's just the boys, but I'm hoping it's the whole family, or at least Megan will start eating with the boys. For Tim, I think he's still getting used to the idea. With that conversation they just had about 6 people sitting at the table, I don't know if he's on board with it yet or not.
And if you need to, because clearly Benjamin likes to run around and he likes all his space, so we don't want anything to just be there. We can't move. Hopefully they don't require
Any assembly.
any assembly.
That's right.
Should just be chairs, folding chairs.
Let's hope so.
We started to get some nice, pretty chairs, but we also want the chairs to be storable as well. Because the whole setup for this whole system is that we can break it down if we need to. Because clearly Benjamin likes to run around and he likes all his space, so we don't want anything to just be there. We can't move.
Exactly.
So we got folding chairs as well. So we'll see how they look.
Yeah, because heaven forbid we teach Benjamin how not to play in the house, how not to run around. Like, you kitty-proof your house, but you don't limit your living, like how you're living out there, just because you have a baby. This is all Tim. This is what Tim wants. It's not about Benjamin. He just hit his head and they laughed at it. So he's not worried about Benjamin's running space, Benjamin's anything. It's what he wants.
Fits perfect.
And we see what type of chairs he went and got. Like, all of this is what Tim wants. So they get a larger card table. We can tell that Tim picked all of this stuff out. Nothing decorative about this. You know, I remember covering the episode where they had taken Grandma Lily to pick out stuff for her house at what was it, Home Depot, and they were talking about becoming interior designers. And I had already made a huge case about why they could not do that, and this just proves my point even more. They pick safe colors to decorate with, so you can never go wrong. If everything is going off of that palette, gunmetal, gray, white, marble, a splash of red here and there, you can't go wrong with that. So he was worried about the table matching that aesthetic, but look at these chairs. And I'm trying not to be too brutal in this moment, because it still is a baby step in the right direction. It is a baby step in the right direction, but my God, why do you always give me something to have to say? Like, nothing can just be out there. You always give me something to say, and I'm going to say it. I don't know how not to say it. I don't know how to just sugarcoat it. I wish I did. I don't know how to do that. So I have to say something. And my God, these chairs, my God. I don't know what type of chair. I think in my mind I was picturing chairs that were like, you know how you can go to a wedding and they have the fold out chairs? I'm thinking I'm going to see something like that, like the white fold out chair or something. Still wouldn't want it. But, you know, I'm just kind of thinking that that's what I'm going to see. I did not think he was going to get a bigger version of what the boys already had. I picture these chairs when people say, y'all want to play spades? Anybody want to play bones? That's what I picture these chairs for. A kickback at somebody's house with solo cups. That's what I see these chairs for, not a formal dinner with your family at home. But okay, I'm gonna go on. I'm done. My goodness, I'm done. Whew. He just smiling. He's so proud of his decision. He is so proud of this decision. Oh. I'm trying to shut up. I'm just gonna watch. When you look at the table along with the cabinets, countertops, all that, the table itself don't look horrible. I know what it's made from, so it's not gonna last, but it doesn't look horrible.
You, Mom. First person.
But those
You better beat Benjamin because he's trying to beat you.
I will thank.
Those chairs, my God.
He like to look nice.
All right, here we go. You know the first person we're gonna let sit down
Who?
at the table? You, Mom. First person. You better beat Benjamin.
I'm with Megan. What? Okay, so he acknowledged Junior a little bit more in this one, just a little bit more. He's being nice to his wife. He carried out a full project in one day. He didn't take a lunch break. He worked while she was gone. He let her leave the house by herself to go and do what she needed to do. He kept all of the children. He did all of the manual labor in lifting the boxes and getting them to the house and in the house. Even though I am not sold on the aesthetics of this, he did pick out a dinette set. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. I know we have a ways to go. I know we have a ways to go. But I'm just trying to relish in the moment of the boys getting a larger table to eat at. I still wish Megan was over there cooking. I really do. I really do. But this is why I know our work is not done. We still have so much to do, but the boys got a larger table to eat at. So I'm gonna find the good in it. I'm finding the silver lining. I'm trying to be nice, y'all. So many things I want to say, and I'm finding the good in this moment. I'm just trying to shut up. I really am.
Because he's trying to beat you.
Aw, Junior is move myself. I don't know where I could go and be out the way. Junior was already envisioning the family sitting there having a proper meal together. And I want y'all to listen to him.
What you
Now, he was doing math. He was saying we could put a 25-pound turkey here. We can put a 25-pound turkey here. We can put. He was doing math, which I'm impressed by. Nobody picked up on that in the room with him, but he was doing math. He's saying how many turkeys can fit on that table, and it will hold its weight. But he's still also envisioning a family meal, and the kids have been wanting this. I don't know if they had a dinette set in their old house, but you know, you can long for things even if you don't know what it is, but once you get it, you like, oh, that was it. You know, so if you've never been taught that thing, you don't know to want it. But once that itch is scratched, you're like, oh yeah, that was it. They've been wanting this moment. They've been waiting on this moment. They know going to that little table is doing something to them internally. So they were just satisfied in this moment of just upgrading from that table. Like, oh yeah, I knew it could be better. You know, and then especially after going on vacation and sitting at a regular sized table, and then coming back home to what they had to come back home to. Now it's been months since that vacation, so they at least since then known better, and still had to revert back to what they had. Tim spent, how much was it? $130 on pecans, and I think the price that I saw for this table, which was just one, I could only find one price in my little bit of research, was $120. So yes, this table could have been purchased a long time ago. But priorities.
You know, right in the middle of the table, like we used to do back at our like how we used to do back at our house in the city, and we had that big round table, and you would put all the food in the middle.
Okay, so they did. All I had to do was be quiet and let it play a little bit longer, but they did used to sit down as a family. So he just truly became Jim Jones after he got out there. Just separation. I'm going to eat my lap over here. Megan go eating her lap over there. Y'all sit at the little card table. I'm going to sit with my back to you.
We just come sit down. And
family style.
That's what you call it, family style? Okay.
Where you just have all the food out and you just kind of serve it around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sounds good.
And you can get your own.
Yeah, that's a lot easier. You know, just plop it down, sit down.
That's right.
Fill up your plate.
But that looks good. Yeah. But yeah, that looks good. Everybody looks good sitting down at the table back here. They're telling me I need to sit down and feel what it feels like. I'm just having a good time, like seeing them sitting down and seeing them sitting at the table and everything.
What? He made Titus get up, not Junior? Oh, might be nitpicking, I don't know, but he made Titus get up and not Junior. Junior still gets to feel the experience of sitting at the table. He made Titus get up. That means a lot to me. Okay. I'm going to go back. Just a tinge, not much. Trying to get Titus in there. I'm not gonna be able to stop it where Titus he moving so much. But isn't that a nice shot right there? Isn't that a nice scene? Them as a family sitting at that table. Do you know the conversations that could be had? The walls that could come down. Tim loves to eat. That's his happy time. So whatever you talk to him about at that table, it's going to be a joyous time. His guard is going to be down long enough for him to enjoy that meal. So many things can be healed at that table if they would all sit down there together and have family conversations. Actually talk to each other. Now, I've said this before, and I'm just repeating myself because I want to see Tim sit at that table with his kids, talk to them, listen to them. I mentioned this when they were on vacation, and I'm mentioning it now. So many nice things can happen just sitting there and actually listening to your boys, not talking to them and at them, hearing what they have to say. Putting your meal on the table, saying grace, and talking as a family. Putting your meal on the table, saying grace, and fellowshipping with your family. That's what fellowship is, Tim, right there. That's fellowship. Not the actual meal, but the sitting down and talking to each other. Looking across the table at your family, seeing each other eye to eye, and being human. That is fellowshipping. And I think that this is a lovely scene right here for y'all. This is a long time coming. A long time coming. I mean, I'm glad to see that it finally came to that this day has finally come. I again would not have chosen any of that furniture for myself, but who cares what I would do? Who cares? Who cares? He went and bought it. They have functioning furniture in there to sit down and be a normal family, and I hope that they use it that way. I hope that it's not just a prop. I hope that it does not grow dust in the areas where Megan and Tim would sit. I hope that they all sit at this table and actually be a family. Yes, get 2 more chairs expeditiously. You don't even have to order them. You can go to Walmart and get y'all 2 folding chairs so that everybody can sit at that table together. You don't have to wait. It might be 1 hour over from those backbones that y'all need, but go to Walmart and get y'all some folding chairs and sit down and eat as a family. Don't put it on hold. For the night, somebody can go find a bucket where y'all all can sit together and start using it as a family. Because tonight, y'all only need 1 more chair. Just 1 more for tonight. Tomorrow, y'all can go get 2 more folding chairs. But yeah. This is... Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm so happy. I keep just like pausing it because this been a long time coming. I've been waiting on this day. Like, finally. Don't this look normal to y'all? Now, I think that Tim and Megan should both be sitting at each end of the table and the boys in the center, like a traditional family would do. But who cares where they decide to sit as long as they're all sitting there together. But it would be nice to see them at each end of the table and the boys in the center. And they can remove Benjamin's the top from his high chair and pull him up to the table and let him eat from the table with them. Sit him in his high chair for right now. I love it. I love it. I do. I know we have work to do out there at IAG Farms, but this moment is well deserved. So, he's about to end it. We can tell by the timing that's left on there, so I don't want to get into that part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this reaction here. But I see the progress being made, and as I stated before, it's never been my mission for them to lose their channel, for them to lose their support. But I want people to be supporting the right things. And I don't want a reflection of a man that's out there abusing his family and people taking joy in it. and thinking that it's normal. I don't want to see a wife that's run down in the ground and the husband not caring anything about it, using her like she's a human mule. I don't want to see the boys caged down there in their bedroom and not just roaming around the house like normal kids would do. And all of these types of things and more have to be addressed. Like if you're going to put content out, let it be quality content. Put things that are going to be out there forever that are quality. Things that you won't be embarrassed of. Things that the boys won't grow up and end up being embarrassed of. Things that are actually helping people, not pretending to help people. So I'm going to end my reaction here before I keep ranting. I am glad that this day has come. I'm glad this day has come. I have my opinion about things. I'm going to leave my opinion to myself. I've spoke part of it. I have not spoken all of it. I'm glad to see this day has come. So I'm going to try and keep it on a positive note. This particular moment, I'm going to try to keep it on a positive note. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here before I get started. So I will see you guys on the next reaction. Until then, bye.